Hi everybody, it's been a while. My name's Chris. I'm here to do your readings for September, not necessarily in this month, but for the month of September. I decided to group my readings into fire, water, earth, and air signs, and I need to do the water signs. Now, just so you know, I am not date specific, so even though I'm uploading these in September, they're not necessarily just for this month. They could be farther out, and some things can resonate with the past. So, the readings for today, the signs that I'll be reading for obviously are water, and that is Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. So the decks that I decided to use today are a little varied. So I'm going to do the Tree of Life deck, and this is for Pisces. I have some music playing in the background that you probably can hear, maybe a little bit, and I do have two dogs, so if you hear the pitter-patter of feet, that is just them. It's really hot, even though I have the AC on today. It's hot in this room with the computer running and the dogs in here, so I have a tank top on. So I apologize for my big arms. Anyways, so I've been going to the gym, so. Alright, so let's shuffle the deck and see what we have for you. While I'm shuffling the deck, I just want to explain, if you don't already know and you haven't followed my channel and you're new to the channel, I am not tarot taught, I am not a psychic, I am not a tarot reader, I am a spirit medium, clairvoyant, clairaudient, all of the above. I have a variety of different abilities, but I read intuitively through spirit and through the signs from either ancestors, people who have passed in your life, or my spirit guides, or my ancestors. It just depends, and if cards fall out like they just did, I always take them because spirit guides me to. If you are interested in donating anyway, I fully support it. Isn't necessary, but you can donate like other clients and readers have, followers and readers, fellow readers, either through my Amazon. I have a wish list with cards that I use for these readings, or a PayPal account for readings if you feel like this resonates with you and you want to donate to the channel. I actually Twitch as well, stream on Wednesdays and Sundays, and I'm actually, any donations that are collected go towards a new desktop since I need a computer, because streaming and doing all this for my channel, I need a good computer. So I share this room that I'm in right now with my roommate. That's his computer right there. So yeah, so let's see what we have for you today, Pisces. The first thing I want to say is, as I've been shuffling the deck, I get a strong energy feeling for Pisces. I feel like job change is in the air. And what I mean by that is there's a shift in your job. So what that can mean is either you're going to be promoted or change positions completely but stay with the same company, or it could mean a whole new opportunity. So I'm going to pull, since 2 cards already fell out for you, Pisces, I'm going to pull 3 more cards for a total of 5 cards for you. And I will show them up to the camera once I pull them out. Sorry if I sound a little nasally. I've had some sinus issues going on for the past week. Allergies with the change in the seasons, so I'm a little nasally. So, and you can notice from the last couple of videos, my hair is much bluer. I got my hair redone, so I'm getting already comments about being Smurfette. Alright, so let's see what we have for you. Also, if you're interested in reaching out to me for a private video reading, or any other information regarding spirit communication or intuitive readings to reach out to someone that's passed, you can email me at the email listed below. Alright, so let's see. I also have Instagram that I use the chat on as well. I don't go on there often, but you're better off emailing me at my Gmail account. Alright, so let's see what we have for you. First thing I want to say is, I'm telling you, with the job situation, there's going to be a revision, which this card is what that is. That means whoever I'm speaking to, and I think it's several different Pisces, that your job is going to be revised, meaning you're going to get a promotion or move to a completely different position, which is going to bring in more money. I'm trying to think. They're showing me computers, programming of some sort. software maybe, or language of some sort that has to do with the computers for a large company, maybe a developer, a creator of games, something like that. The Alliance card as well means that this happened through networking, meaning you met somebody that you work with that's maybe in a completely different environment of the job, but is doing more like what you want to do, and they put in a good word for you. I feel like also too, you may work part, like you telecommute possibly for most of the time, or all of the time, in the new position, I mean. Maybe you only telecommute part of the time right now. But I'm definitely seeing something you could do from home for most of the majority of the job. This is the Preservation card. This card comes up for awakenings, new beginnings. I feel like whoever this Aries is, whoever this person is that I'm speaking to, Pisces, sorry, you have a lot of changes coming up in your way you look at life with this new job or this promotion as well. I feel like there's a huge shift maybe after you get this position or when you're ready to take it. There's a huge shift in your personal life. That's what this usually is. And it awakens your abilities to see things clearer when it comes to some specific relationship that you have right now. I want to say it's a romantic relationship where, and it's weird, I'm seeing long distance, not horribly far away, but has kept you both apart from each other. However, this job opportunity would change that. That's the huge shift. This is you currently or in the most recent past feeling like you've been stretching yourself too thin when it comes to your current situation at home and with your job. However, obviously it's going to change because of the cards, the way they laid out. So now, Pisces, I'm going to pull some animal cards for you for clarification regarding that relationship that I brought up. And then I think I'll pull one native spirit card for to close up your reading. So let's see what we have. Animal cards are animal symbolism cards, totem animal symbolism. One fell out, so I'm only going to pull one more. I use these and tap into my Native American witchy side. These are usually ancestral or genealogy cards that have to do with your family line, both in your current family line and also in past lives. I know not everybody believes in that. However, that's what I believe in, so that's what I'm guided to. All right, so one fell out. We're going to pull out the second one. So earthworm. The first one is earthworm, which is beautiful, and then dragonfly. So earthworm and dragonfly. So earthworm is you, right? Always in a little bit of everything. Always getting your hands dirty. Always able to do the work. Always open to doing the work. This is a very, very hardworking person who's always got their hands in everything. This dragonfly is the person that you're involved with. The person, whether female or male energy, is very enlightened, very caring, very compassionate. It's what drew you to them. They're loving, and they're very good for your self-esteem, self-motivation. They encourage you, they support you, and I feel like the union between you and this person is going to happen when the job change happens. So that's for you, Pisces. So the next reading that I have is going to be for Cancer. I'm just going to pause this for a minute because the dog has to go to the restroom, and then I will be right back to read for you. Alright, we're back for Cancer's reading. We just followed up with Pisces. Pisces, I hope you enjoyed and this reading resonated with you. I'm sorry I had to bring the dogs to go potty. You know, they're like children. So Cancer, which is my sign. And sometimes it resonates with me, but sometimes it doesn't. It just depends on where your sign falls in regards to the astrology charts, which I'm not educated in that very well, so I'm definitely not a person to ask about it. However, when you do your birth chart, you get to figure out where your sign falls and all that good stuff. I tend to resonate more with Cancer signs most of the time. A lot of the readers don't resonate with me. There's only a few that ever touch on my life and what's going on. It's very hard to read for me. But yeah, so Cancers, it could vary. Like, some people fall in the house of Gemini, some people fall in other houses. It just depends on when you were born. So, for Cancer, I am going to be pulling 3 cards from the Tree of Life deck, and one already fell out. And then I'm going to pull 3 cards from the Witchy deck, because that's what I feel like doing, for a total of 6 cards. And then if I get, if I feel motivated or pushed to do so, I will pull either a Native American card, which I was going to for the Pisces, but they wanted me to pull the animal cards instead. So it just depends on what spirit guides me to do. I do have animal cards, which are totem cards. Also, the native spirit cards are the same. So if I feel motivated or I'm pushed to pull those, I will do so for you. So I'm going to pull 2 more cards from the Tree of Life for Cancer. And then I am going to pull 3 cards from the Witchy deck, which I'll show you the deck. These cards actually are the second to the newest cards. They're actually very, very, very attached to me. I use them a lot of times in my readings. They're very tarot, like very basic, but they have so much symbolism in them. And I'm not tarot taught, as you all know if you follow my channel. And they are very colorful and just very eye-opening. I love them. Some of the cards are colorful. So 3 cards for Cancer from the Witchy deck. So let's see Cancer. We have... Okay, so whatever Cancer I'm talking to needs to balance their energy more. I am also like this as being a Cancer, where you are extremely unhinged by other people's energy sometimes. And so you need to really, really stay in balance with yourself. You need to, whether you pray or meditate or whatever it is that you do, or go out into the world, you know, go to the beach, go to the park, get your feet in the ground, take Epsom salt bath. I have a really hard time with balancing my energy. This is definitely balancing your energy. Not so much your life, but your energy that affects you in your body with your chakras and those who you're around. Limit the time around people that are very toxic or negative as well, because this also makes your balance fall off guard. I have a lot of problems with narcissistic, toxic, passive-aggressive people. So I tend to be affected, my energy is affected by that, which also affects my moods. So I'm normally in a really, really laid back, you know, working on my own thing in my own head kind of mood. That's just the way I am. And with the empathy, I have to constantly be on guard. But sometimes when I'm sick, like now with the sinus card that I'm getting over, or if I'm already emotionally feeling insecure about something, that's when those type of energies or people affect me. So I have to be very cautious. So that's why they're showing me this card, that you need to be very balanced. I feel like whatever Cancers I'm talking to right now know who I'm talking about, and that there's a particular person that's causing you to feel this way. So please balance your life, whether that means going to the park, going to the beach, meditating more, praying more, doing more things for yourself, staying balanced, realizing that everything happens for a reason, and not to push yourself too much. Because when you push yourself too much, this is why this card came up right after balance, is the stretch card. This is you feeling, look at this person, right? See how she looks? She's being stretched too thin. That's what happens when you get out of balance. You go to do other things. Like me, I was out of balance for so long that now I'm trying to catch up on things around here in the house that I let go for so long that it's taking me a really long time to get back into the swing of things. I also feel like this is a huge card for me, perspective. Take everything in stride with perspective. Not everything is as it seems. So words and emotions are very important to Cancers. We're very empathetic, we're very compassionate, and we're very emotional beings. If I can explain to any Cancer out there that's going through this huge shift we're going through right now, you want to just go back into your crab, right? You want to go back into your shell. We hate feeling vulnerable. We hate feeling like there's threats around us, so we tend to go back into our shells. And we do that with people that we don't need to do that with sometimes, just because we're leery. That's insecurities. A lot of Cancers have it, including me. Learning to trust in the universe and looking at the perspective of everything and seeing that everything is not always what it seems. So you may feel something's a threat when it really isn't. So just be aware of that. It's just saying to be aware. Now, the Witchy deck that I pulled has really positive cards. The Knight of Swords. The Knight of Cups, sorry. Cancer, this is a male figure in your life that you can depend on. That is honorable, trustworthy, caring, loving. I feel it's an air sign of some sort. Which would be Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. Possibly Libra or Aquarius. I don't see so much Gemini. This person is where it's causing you to kind of go back into your shell. And because their air signs are very, they know what they want, right? They know what they want. And Cancers are like, oh, right? Because we're very emotional. The Page of Swords came out as well next to that. I feel like you're marching somewhere. Isn't that weird? I feel like you and somebody are going somewhere. You're marching somewhere together. Like you're shifting both of your lives and going through it together in this card. Like that's what they're showing me. They're showing me Cancer and whoever this air sign is coming together and like they've been going at life separate, right? Doing their own thing, right? And now they're coming together and marching through life together. What a beautiful, I don't know who showed me that image, but what a beautiful image. And going into the sun. Like uniting as a team, right? Being individual and still having their independence, but actually coming together at some point. And I feel like this is going to happen in the next year, if not sooner. Now look at all these cups. This is the creativity in Cancer's mind. I think what happens is when you come in union with this person, if you're not already in with this air sign, it brings out this amazing creativity that was already in you that you were kind of tapping into. But I think it's going to bring out even more creativity and more of helping other people with your abilities and with your gift of creating. Whatever it is you're creating, whether it's physically something that you sell, or if you're creating like I do, where I create these readings, right? You're giving back. You're healing yourself by giving back to others. And I feel like this person that comes into your life, if they're not already in your life, when you come together as that team, it brings that out even more in you. Because they encourage you. They accept you fully for who you are, flaws and all, which is huge. Now I'm going to pull out, I think what I'm going to do is an animal card for Cancer in regards to their person that I just pulled out that's an air sign, and see if they give me two animal cards that have to do with either one of you or the situation in the cards that I just laid out for you, Cancer. One card already fell out, which is the... I don't know. I think this is the Cancer card, even though I've never gotten this card for Cancer. It seems appropriate in regards to the energy of an air sign with a Cancer. I think that's funny. It just flew out right the first time I shuffled. which doesn't always happen when you want cards to fall out. You're like, Spirit, let cards fall out so I don't have to pick them, but that was funny. All right, we're going to pull the top one. So I'm going to show you what these mean, why they were thrown out the way they were. So the Gazelle card is how Cancer feels, and this is the air sign, what it feels like when the Gazelle finally realizes that this is the Cancer, when the Cancer finally realizes that the air sign wants to move down the one path instead of the two separate paths. That feels like a cobra strike. Like, that's how this air sign knows what they want, and they go for it and strike. Not in a violent way, it's just the way the cards are coming through, and Spirit wants me to explain it, because what does Cancer do? They want to go back in their shell, because it's like a cobra strike. Like, they're explaining it in a way emotionally that people can understand. So this Cancer understands that this is their reading. That's just the way it's coming through. It sometimes comes through comically like that, which is true. Like, for me personally, when someone has a very strong personality and they're very forward and very strong-willed, I kind of pull back a little bit sometimes. It could feel intimidating. But also, too, I've been told I could be very intimidating because I'm extremely loud sometimes, and I'm very emotionally know what I want and kind of am blunt, which kind of, I was told, is rough around the edges, so I've tried to become a little softer with that. But that's for you, Cancer. So, yeah, that's Cancer's reading for today. I hope that resonates with some of you Cancers out there who are watching this, because these are some beautiful cards for Cancer and their person and their life and what's going on. Just putting the cards back. And then I'm going to shuffle the deck for the last of the reading for the water signs, which is Scorpio. Scorpio, I think what I'm going to do for you is I'm going to pull, I think I'm going to pull 2 animal cards. Well, you know what? I'm not going to pull animal cards for you. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pull some witchy cards, I feel like, for you. I don't know why I feel that way, but I do. So I'm going to shuffle the deck. Now, while I'm shuffling this deck, for Scorpio, I want to just reiterate that if you're interested in your own private reading, I do different types of readings, video recorded readings like this for clients. I do full intuitive spirit reading on ones which are a little more costly. I also do mini readings, and I can also do even more inexpensive pull of cards readings if you're interested, or astrology readings like this, but more one-on-one, not generalized like these are. So if you're interested, all my information to contact me is below. I'd be happy to reach out and give you some information regarding that. So let's see what we have for you. And I will show the cards in a minute. I'm going to do 5 cards. And they're laid out in a certain way that I will explain it to you in the camera. I don't do reverse cards, so just so you know, because I'm not tarot taught, so I don't do them that way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 cards. Alright, so I think I'm going to pull a Native American card as well. These are for spirit guidance from the ancestors because I'm being told to. So I have 5 cards laid out with the witchy deck, and I will show them in a minute. I'm just taking them all in. Let's see if a card falls out from the Native American deck, which it did. I didn't have to pull it. Alright, so let's see what we have for you, Scorpio. So Scorpio, this is my travel card. There's some travel that's going to be coming up. If it isn't already being planned right now, it's going to be a sudden trip with someone that you plan, and you're like, oh, I can't believe this is happening, and you're ecstatic about it. And if the news hasn't come yet, someone's going to spring it on you. They're going to be like, hey, let's do this. And you're going to jump on it. Now, I do feel like what's coming through strongly besides this travel is this devil card doesn't mean the devil, obviously. It's not literal. But this card means that you just came out of a huge burden, and I feel like it's a relationship that just ended for you. a huge relationship, like long-term, that ended. I'd say in the past 6 to 8 months, that you're just now finally seeing the light. And I think that's why this trip is coming up, because a friend or someone you met that maybe you have romantic feelings for, or someone that you just connected with is like, come on, let's go do this. Which is out of your character, but you're going to jump at the chance. So this is past. This is future. This is the person. This is whoever you go on this trip with. I feel like they're very like gung-ho and have a great personality, sense of humor. This is your old self. This is your old self. You see I know it's kind of weird, the plant is growing into the belly. This is your old self, where you used to give your energy to all living things around you. Even those, that what they're showing me. Spirit is showing me you even give your energy and your compassion and your love to people that don't deserve it. So this card is basically telling me to tell you, Scorpio, to pull back if you're still doing that. Even after you ended this relationship, stop being the person's crutch. Because I think you might still talk to this person a little bit. Possibly. Because, you know, when you're in a long-term relationship, it's hard to disconnect altogether, right? There's still that history. But this person, I feel, is extremely attached to you energetically, and it's not going to help you in the future. You're going to have to rip that Band-Aid off at some point and just completely go off communication. Sad to say that for some of you out there who are watching this, that this resonates with. But unfortunately, I had to do the same many, many years ago in a really long-term relationship. I was married I was with somebody for a very long time, more than half of my life. And so, yeah, it's really weird because, you know, their family and your family, you know what I mean? Like, you're parts of family and then it's over and it just changes everything. I'm a completely different person now, and I wouldn't have changed anything in the past because it made me who I am today and where I am at this moment. But it's still really weird. It's weird, so I completely relate with you. This card is scary looking, but it's really not. This is you taking the mask off and being somebody who you're meant to be. Because I think when you were with this person before, you used to hold back who you are. You didn't embrace your silliness. You didn't embrace certain things. And I'm not saying that in a negative manner, because a lot of us do that for people. But you're going to embrace it, and this is going to come off. This is the mask that you held in the past. It's definitely going to come off. If it hasn't already come off, most of it. Now, the card that fell out for you from the Native American, which is this, the Native Spirit deck, which is my animal, not so much my animal, but my Native American inspirational deck that I use sometimes when I'm called to. You need to get in touch with water, meaning either go to the beach, walk with your feet in the sand, or go and take a bath with Epsom salt, go to the ocean, go on a boat, something with water you need to replenish. Water is your thing. Water is obviously you're a water sign, right? But you need to replenish your energy through water. I do want to pull an animal card for you. I don't know why I'm being drawn to, but I'm going to pull an animal card before I end the reading for this video. I don't know why I'm being called to, but I'm going to pull one for you. Let's see if any fall out first before I pull one. Can't believe how quiet the dogs are, which is good today, because I'm going to be doing a lot of videos today. Alright, I'm going to pull a card. Oh yeah, I'm going to pull 2 cards. So these cards have to do with this new person. This is for you. This is the camel, the honorable, loyal, carries everybody's burdens person. This is you. And the otter is the person that you are with or going to meet or going to go on this trip with. This is the person, obviously they're from water, right? The otters, so they would be attracted to you. But this person and you have this really unique relationship that you're friends right now, but I think it's going to flourish into something else, this person that you go on the trip with. I feel there's that attraction, but it's more of in a deep spiritual way, like a soulmate thing, not necessarily like a normal relationship where people are like, oh, that guy's cute, or oh, that girl's cute, ooh, maybe I'll ask him on a date. No, it's you guys became friends first, and you've been friends, and it's going to turn into that. You're going to just know that this person is different, and that you guys complement one another. So I hope this reading has resonated with you, Scorpio, and I hope Cancer and Pisces as well. I hope you enjoyed these readings today. I apologize for being so late. Obviously, it's not for just September. It could be farther out because I don't do time readings. And I hope you enjoyed this reading, and I will be doing more readings next month. And I'm going to change it up a little bit with my Patreon page as well, so keep an eye out for that link below. And I hope you all had a great weekend, and thank you so much for the amazing support. I do want to remind everybody that when I reach 1,000 subscribers on this page, I'm going to be doing a giveaway. So keep an eye open for that. And thank you so much for your amazing support. If you'd like to support me on any of my other social media pages, they're listed below, including Twitch, which I stream on Sundays and Wednesdays. Thank you so much, and have a great day.